If you are a nurse or shift worker, and if you've ever seen somebody that you hadn't seen in a long time, and I'm not talking like weeks, I'm talking months, maybe even a year from the last time you saw them, and you notice that they look different. Their physique is a little bit more fitter, they've lost weight. The most obvious thing, that's what you notice, right? And you're thinking, you go through several emotions when you look at this person. First, you're kind of like in awe, shock and awe, because you're like, wow, they did not look like that a month ago, a year ago. Then there is the sense of wonderment, like, I wonder what they're doing. Sometimes there may be even a sense of jealousy, like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I could look like that. It's normal to go through these emotions, by the way. This is not to shortchange or take any of that away from anybody because we're human beings, right? But um, if the prevalent emotion that keeps flooding your mind is jealousy, maybe even envy, because it's like, who do they think they are to get what they've got? First of all, halt. The first question that you need to ask yourself is, are you ready? In all seriousness, you need to ask yourself this because sometimes people do things to get themselves in shape and they're not telling you, or they will never disclose to you what the extent is behind how they got to where they are today as far as their fitness or their shape or whatever physical metric that you use to measure attractiveness, right? So I say this because I've seen people cast judgment on others and be like, oh wow, they look so. Some people say, okay, they look great. That's in the positive, all the way to the extreme of who do they think they are looking, and then there's the envious. But short of maybe somebody had an illness, you don't know what other people have been taking. Don't compare yourself to people when you don't know the backstory, is what I'm here to say. Some people may have acquired their physique through nefarious ways. Besides and I'm not talking about like the GLP-1 drugs, right? Those, people are doing what they're doing with them with those medications. And that's another video for another day. I'm talking to people that are maybe out here on amphetamines. And I'm not talking about the legal type. I'm not even talking about the legal amphetamines, though people abuse the legal ones in illegal ways. They go to the extreme with those. Some people are really on something, and that's how they went from 0 to 100. And you're looking like, how did this happen so fast? Because you did not look like that a year ago, and you barely were the health conscious type. So keep that in mind when you're going to your, individual health journeys, and it's been a sticking point maybe for you for years, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. I want to give in and throw in the towel. Keep in mind, you don't know somebody else's history. You don't know what they're doing to get what they've got. And to even keep this in perspective, just don't, you know, vibe on what you have that makes you feel good about yourself, because looks is only one piece of the puzzle. How do you feel on a daily basis as you're going through this health journey? Are you sleeping better? Do you have better relationship with your family and friends because you have more confidence? Do you have better posture because now you're taking yourself more seriously and you have that confidence in yourself to stand up taller, to look people in the face when you're speaking to them, to walk straight? You know, measure yourself by other metrics, is what I'm saying, besides the physical. Because you never know how other people are getting in shape and getting fit. And at the end of the day, it's the lean horse too, and not the skinny one in the long run. I know cliche as it is to say, but you want health. You want health. You want a type of health for you that lasts. All right? So Make sure you subscribe to this if you enjoyed this. And if you see somebody that can use this, feel free to share it with them, as well as link in my bio where you will find a self care checklist called the Heart Method that I developed to help nurses and shift workers to heal their thoughts and behaviors around food. So I hope this helps you. Take care.